Let's talk about a purchase from Jim. It's buying more of UnitedHealth. So can you tell me a little bit more about this, please?
Yeah, the answer is probably obvious. I mean, to start with, I was pretty surprised how much it was down last Friday. It's continued all week. Look, we can talk at length about a broken American medical system, how difficult insurance companies are to deal with. The answer to that is not what happened to the UnitedHealthcare CEO. That is flat out wrong. I am a capitalist. There are other ways of fixing the problem. And in the meantime, as a capitalist, this is a company, whether you like it or not, that is likely to make a lot of money. It was getting back on its feet from a share price perspective before this happened. Now it's 12% cheaper. I'm adding to it. I needed to raise funds to do that, which is why I sold Microsoft. So this is more of a tactical trade. Obviously, there's a societal aspect in this. Look, I don't believe we should be killing people if we disagree with policies.
Let me ask you this. We tried to have this conversation in a smart way since this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
The stock's down 12% since the shooting. What if, and I've asked this to other shareholders because I think it's important to discuss, that it feels like you're a little dismissive of the issue that has bubbled over, not only on the surface, but into the zeitgeist here now of insurance company practices and the debate and the discord that's developed now as a result of that, and what that could potentially mean for the long-term performance of some of these companies.
Yeah. Don't mean to be dismissive.
I was going to say it.
Yeah,
All
right, so let me, everybody, just for a second. I don't mean to be dismissive. It's a great point. I didn't want to flood the airways a second ago. For those business practices to change, I think what people are expecting as they sell the stock is that the government's going to get involved, Scott. I think they're going to say that government is somehow going to put their finger on the scale to go against UnitedHealthcare. My response to that is, regardless of whether that's right or wrong, I don't think it's likely to happen for a very practical reason. This government coming in January of next year has got a lot on its plate. I mean, a lot. I don't think they're going to get through all the things that they planned to get through a month ago, and I don't think this issue rises to the top. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but I don't think it rises to the top versus other things that this government is going to try to attack in the year 2025.
The lawyer for the young man is going to put the system on trial. This is going to be in the headlines for the next 18 months, almost relentlessly. What we saw immediately following the killing, and I know there are people saying it's unrelated, LOL, sure it is a change in the policy of how much anesthesia people are getting during procedures. The question is not, is UnitedHealth good or bad, like good or evil? That's not what we're debating. What we're debating is, will the company itself choose to proactively undergo a business model change so as not to appear in the headlines as the villain for the next 18 months? And if so, what will that mean for profitability? Because right now, you're right, this is an extremely profitable business. That might not be a great look for them to be that profitable.
Look, I'm sorry to be cynical, but I don't think it's going to change.
Let's hear from Jenny.
So this is another one where when we get new portfolios a lot, they come in with a huge United Healthcare position. You see it in NVIDIA, you see it in like Pfizer, ExxonMobil, and UNH. I don't know why. But for years, one of the first things we do is chop a big part out of UNH. And the reason's been, outside of all this, here's been the rationale. Right now, I think it's trading at about 34 times earnings, right? That's rich. It's got 9%-ish earnings growth ahead of it. And we've taken that because it's always been rich. And we've taken that and we said, in addition, they create $400 billion a year in revenues and $25 billion a year in income. And there's no way that whichever administration it is, and this is, this is years back, there's no way that the government's not going to look at that. And at some point, it's going to become under attack.
How much revenue comes from the government here?
It doesn't.
Well, some. The Medicare Advantage. I mean, it's not almost all trivial.
Here's the point. There's no way
you're going down a deep hole here.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Right. But in our opinion, this thing was always going to be a target. Never in a million years would we have gone this way.
What if the Doge boys?
And they make too much money.
So this is important, actually.
Right, to the Doge boys. There you go.
What do the Doge guys love more than anything else on earth? It's to be retweeted. What if they decide that this is going to be their next cause célèbre and they want to look at Medicaid, Medicare, the government paying for healthcare companies to be as profitable as this one? I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's not going to be great for the stock.
But it's clearly a target, and I think it's been a target for way longer than.
Okay, but the point you're bringing up, which is absolutely valid, has been weighing on the stock for 2 years. Unquestionably, it's been weighing on the whole.
The thing we're showing here, UnitedHealth down 10% in 3 months. It's down 12% since the incident, which was, what, a week or so ago, 10 days?
But if you can you expand that chart out for the last 10 years? Because it is a hockey stick if you look at it over a longer time period.
It looks like a tobacco stock, quite frankly. It's straight up.
Yeah.
It's remarkable how well this company has done.
Right, and I think it's a victim of its own success in that. It's too expensive, it's gone up too much, and people don't like this kind of business.
All right.